Hi guys, I'm Elle, and today I want to share with you what I did to start focusing on myself. What I did to go from being all over the place, being too concerned about whatever was going on around me, to actually being the type of person that focuses on herself no matter what. I do believe that the moment you decide to focus on yourself is the moment you take back your power. It is that moment that you actually put yourself in the driver's seat of your own life. You become the main character of your own life, and it is really a commitment to yourself. It is choosing yourself and loving yourself, really. And the first thing, I know it might not be what you expected to hear, but it is really what helped me, and it is to start working out consistently. I promise you that I have talked to so many of my friends that went through a similar path, that once you start committing to working out every single day, or 5 times a day, or 3 times a day, but you actually do show up when you say that you will, something happens. You start building character, you start building consistency, you start building discipline, and that discipline and the way you feel even after a workout pushes you to focus even more on yourself. It is really what you need, especially if you are somewhere in your life where you do not know how to start focusing on yourself. Well, that would be the first step. Commit to a workout plan and show up every single day, or every time you told yourself that you will, because what that does, it creates self-confidence. It shows that actually you keep your promises to yourself, the same way you would with a friend. If you tell your friend that you will show up at that time, if you don't, well, you lose trust in that friend, right? The same thing goes with you. You need to show up for yourself so that you can create that self-confidence, that discipline, and everything you need to start focusing on yourself. I even want to share with you how I actually went from not working out at all to working out 1 time a week, 2 times a week, to actually showing up every single time for my workout. And it was during COVID. I remember my sister shared a plan with all of her friends with a 30 days challenge where you needed to show up for your workout every single day. And I remember there were only like a few exercises, and I remember promising myself that no matter what, no matter how tired I am, no matter what is going on around me, I will show up for those 30 days. And what happened is that I actually did show up for the 30 days. But what is more interesting is that since that day, I haven't stopped working out consistently. Why? Because by me showing up for those 30 days, it actually created the idea in my head that I am someone who works out every day. It changed my identity. And Tony Robbins says, if you want to change the way you feel about yourself, you need to change your identity by actually doing the things that you would see yourself doing. So it really comes down to you showing up consistently for your workouts so that you create that discipline and that self-confidence to do it in every other area of your life. Now, the second thing is to create a big picture of why you need to focus on yourself, because the chances are that if you do not know why you're actually focusing on yourself, why you need to focus on yourself, if there is no goal behind it, well, chances are that you're not going to do it. And it makes sense, right? The other day I had a friend coming to me and telling me like, hey, I have been trying to motivate my brother to focus on his school and on himself, but he doesn't want to. Even if I keep telling him that that's for his best, that he actually needs that to build his future, to have a good future. And I remember having that conversation with that friend and telling him that the reason why his brother was probably not motivated is simply because he can't see the end result. He can't feel what it would feel like if he actually does get his good grades and then has that job that he really wants to, or whatever that might be. You really have to have a big picture, because that big picture becomes your why. And that why becomes your drive to actually focus on yourself. You actually fall in love with the why so much that you start doing even more than you thought you could because of that strong burning desire that comes from your why. And for me, that has changed everything. Even on the low days, when you have a big picture of who you're becoming and where you want to go in life, I promise you that even in your lowest days, you will show up. Now, the third thing is to surround yourself with motivation. You know, your mind is divided in two parts. Your unconscious mind, which is 90% of your mind, and 10% of your conscious mind. What that means is that even if you want something so badly, and if you have habits in your unconscious mind that are holding you back, it's going to be very hard for you to achieve that. This is why you need to motivate yourself. You need to reprogram your mind. And how do you do that? Well, you use your 10% of your conscious mind to actually change your 90% of your subconscious mind, if that makes sense. And how do you do that? Well, your subconscious mind is the most sensitive in the mornings and in the evenings. This is why that's the time where you want to feed your mind with motivation, where you want to work on the way you feel about yourself, on all those things that really create the person that you want to be. The last thing that I did that really helped me focus on myself and to really go after becoming the best version of myself is that I needed to become resourceful. Well, what does it mean to become resourceful? Becoming resourceful really means that you no longer can use excuses. That from now on, you will find a way where there is none. So for instance, if you want to become someone that works out consistently, and now when someone asks you, why did you not start yet? You are the type that answers, well, because the gym is too far or because the gym is too expensive. Well, instead of doing that, now you become resourceful with what you have right now. If you do not have the means to get a gym subscription, well, you work out at home. So it really comes down to you becoming resourceful, meaning that you find a way to start wherever you are with whatever you have right now, and you know that whatever is thrown at you, you will figure out a way. So those are the 4 things that really help you, that really helped me at least become more focused on myself. And from that moment on, I promise you that everything started changing for myself. Everything is still changing for myself because I'm doing those 4 things probably every single day, and this is all I want for you. So I hope it was helpful. I will see you next week with a new episode to help you become the best version of yourself.